Well, welcome back to the news. Now to the news in details. Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited says only 3 individuals have been found following Thursday's helicopter crash. This contradicts reports suggesting that 2 additional bodies were discovered on Friday, in addition to the 3 recovered in the incident of that day. A statement on Sunday by the NNPC's Chief Corporate Communications Officer Olufemi Soneye clarified that no further bodies have been found, while the search and rescue operations are still ongoing. The statement also said the pilot was identified as Captain Yakubu Dukas, while the identity of the 8 persons on board could not be confirmed. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo said the 4th body had been recovered from the helicopter crash in Port Harcourt, River State. Keyamo said 4 bodies have been recovered, while the 4 other passengers are still missing from the helicopter Sikorsky SK-76 along the waterways of Port Harcourt. Keyamo disclosed that the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau notified him on Sunday of the recovery of one more lifeless body. He disclosed this in a statement issued on his X handle at @FKeyamo on Sunday, October 27. He said, an additional body was confirmed by matching the t-shirt worn on the description provided. Although it took time, photographic evidence confirmed the identity of the 4th victim. According to the NSIB, the field operations team identified the body by a distinct t-shirt, verified with photographic evidence as belonging to the 4th victim. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu directed the military to join in the rescue operation after a helicopter crash around the Bonny Island of River State, claiming 3 lives. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, made this known in a statement issued on Thursday. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company confirmed on Thursday that it hired the helicopter for its operations. We now move on to Bayelsa State, where Governor Duye Diri has approved 80,000 naira as the new minimum wage for the state civil servants, effective from November 1st, 2024. Diri also approved an increase in the monthly pension for retirees, as well as payment of 7.0 billion for gratuities for reduced outstanding liabilities. The Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Daniel Alabra, who disclosed this in a statement in Yanagua, acknowledged the challenging times workers face in the state due to the rising cost of living, and also approved an increase in the monthly pension for state retirees. The statement concluded that Diri expressed appreciation for the understanding, patience, and commitment civil service and servants have shown towards the administration's policies and programs. In Delta State, the police command has arrested a former councillor who represented Emu Ono in Kwale local government area Ndubisi Okechukwu for alleged involvement in kidnapping. The suspected kidnapper was arrested on October 21st, 2024, while the Delta State Public Relations Officer SP Bright Edafe confirmed the development in a statement on Sunday, saying the DPO Abi Division CSP Florence Onum received credible intelligence that there was a plan to kidnap a prominent member of the Abi community. Acting on this intelligence, the DPO, Kwale, and operatives of the division embarked on a discreet investigation, and one Honorable Ndubisi Okechukwu, a 2-time councillor in Umo Eno Kwale, was arrested. According to the police image maker, the suspect said he was suspended from being a councillor and wanted to kidnap the said woman so that the local government would pay the ransom, since he knew the woman was close to the local government chairman. Mother of a 15-year-old, Eunice Usle, has been arrested by the police for allegedly sex trafficking her 15-year-old daughter. Aswile was alleged to have forced her daughter Esther to a suspected sex trafficker at a hotel in Udu local government area in Delta State. A human rights activist, Agogo, said Esther escaped from the suspected sex trafficker and sought refuge with her classmate's family in Efuru. The spokesperson of the command, Bright Edafe, confirmed the woman's detention, adding that the command would investigate all persons involved in the case. In a different police matter, a manhunt for gunmen suspected to be kidnappers who killed a drummer, identified as H.C. Ikatame Ekumele in Isholo community of Edo State. The Isholo community is located in Unwano Kingdom in Etsako East local government area in the state, while the public relations officer of the Edo State Police Command, SP Moses Yamu, said the command received the reports of the incident on Saturday and had a meeting with community leaders on the unfortunate incident, while tactical teams have been deployed to comb the crime scene and its surroundings for possible arrests of the suspects. The command will appreciate any information from the public that will help the police in fishing out the perpetrators. This is coming after the police was recently attacked and raised by irate youths over the alleged kidnapping and killing of a young man simply identified as Junior, who was a drummer. Enugu State Police have identified Inspector Joseph Ozonwaji as the officer responsible for the fatal shooting of a popular Nigerian musician known as Chikeze Mba, known as Igbo Ja. Governor Peter Mba had mandated a comprehensive investigation, while Ozonwaji remains in custody pending the investigation's outcome. Enugu Commissioner for Police, Kanayo Uzuegbu, visited Mba's family, promising swift justice and reiterating the commitment of the Nigerian police force to hold accountable any erring officers. The incident occurred at the police anti-cult unit facility, where multiple gunshots were reportedly fired during the event. Mba was caught in the crossfire, sustaining multiple wounds before dying en route to the hospital. Initially, police described Mba's visit as friendly, claiming that he was shot as he was leaving. Although the reasons for the shooting remain unclear, Mba's tragic death has sparked public outcry, leading to protest by fans and friends. Governor Mba has assured the community of transparency and justice in the investigation. In Ebonyi State, Governor Francis Wifuru has approved the payment of 75,000 naira as the minimum wage to civil servants in the state. The announcement is contained in a statement signed by Monday Uzo, the spokesperson to the governor in Abakaliki on Sunday. Mr. Wifuru said the implementation of the new minimum wage would commence on Monday. The governor further said the decision followed a careful review of the current economic situation in the country, especially as it affects the workers. According to him, the least paid civil servants on grade level 2 will enjoy a full minimum wage of 75,000 naira, while from grade level 3 and above will get an increment of 40,000 naira across board. He also announced the appointments of Obinna Ezenkwa and Uchenna Otu as general managers to pilot affairs of Umuagara pulverization plant and Ezembu pipe production factory respectively. He said the appointment was in line with the state government's desire to bring in expertise to drive the industries. He urged them to bring their expertise to bear in the service and called on stakeholders to support the new appointees to prosper the state. Still in the Ebonyi State, the government has arrested 26 illegal internally generated revenue collectors and fake agents. The State Commissioner for Transport and Special Projects, Prince Iboke Emeka Collins, who disclosed this in Abakaliki on Sunday, said, all credit goes to the leader of the People's Governor of Ebonyi State, Francis Wifuru, who has recently given us the platform to contribute to the development and progress of the state. In a related development, Iboke spoke on the alleged controversy that led to the delay of the assumption of office of the new general manager of Ebonyi State Transport Corporation, Ms. Nnenna Jennifer Igwe, adding that there was no plan by the ministry to delay our sabotage or sabotage the official handover to the new general manager. Do not forget that we're open for advert placements and commercials. You can connect with us and watch us on our socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, on X, formerly known as Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. On our website, still remains atlanticnetwork.tv. Ekiti NDHS report was made available to newsmen on Sunday, and it reflected positive outcomes in maternal and child health, as well as improvements in access to healthcare services across the state. Neonatal, infant, and under 5 mortality in the state has been reduced over 50% in the past 5 years. According to a breakdown of the report, teenage pregnancy has reduced by 30%, unmet need for family planning decreased by 30%, and facility delivery by 14%. It said that 45,000 additional under 5 lives were saved between 2019 and 2024. Speaking with NEN, Dr. Oyebanji Filani, Ekiti State Commissioner for Health and Human Services, said that with the NDHS reports, the state has surpassed its expected targets set 4 years ago. Filani is also the chairman of the Nigeria Health Commission's Forum. He said that there were key strategies that will contribute to the milestone, which was a significant improvement compared to what was obtainable some 4 years ago. He said that despite high coverage of selected interventions 4 years ago, the health outcomes of the state remained suboptimal and lagged behind other southwestern states. The health commissioner said that several factors were responsible for the commendable stance of the current state of the state health sector, including strong political leadership. He further said the support of the state's governor Biodun Oyebanji had led to the investment in the health sector, regular meetings and reviews, accountability, as well as teamwork. He further listed strategies that include building aggressive partnership portfolios through demonstration of results, maintaining fiscal fidelity, and ensuring accountability, through which more development partners felt comfortable working with the state. Inspector General of the Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has expressed displeasure over the confrontation between police officers and operatives of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in Osogbo, the Osun State capital. However, the Inspector General in the statement released by the force spokesperson Muyiwa Adejobi described the confrontation as unprofessional and directed the Assistant Inspector General of the Police in charge of Zone 11 Osogbo to conduct a discreet investigation into the root cause of the incident. The IGP also said the Nigerian police force under his leadership will continue to work in collaboration with relevant sister securities to ensure a safe and secure environment for Nigeria. Nigerian police have reportedly arrested Alice Ude, a 33-year-old woman alleged of stealing jewelry worth over $60,000 from her employee less than 24 hours after starting work as a maid. The suspect, who allegedly operates under several fake names, was taken into custody at the Ikoyi police station following a 16-month investigation. It was gathered that the suspect and other gangs were targeting wealthy households. According to newsmen, the arrest follows an intensive 16-month investigation that police say exposed a well-coordinated scheme involving domestic workers who gained access to affluent homes under false pretenses. However, the police are currently pursuing other suspects believed to be part of the organized crime network. Police are encouraging residents to report any similar incidents as they continue efforts to dismantle the suspected syndicate. Ude is expected to face charges of theft, with the possibility of additional charges as the investigation unfolds. Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority says the Blue Line Rail has resumed operations after Saturday's fire incident. Head Corporate Communication Kolawole Ojelabi, who made this known on Sunday in Lagos, said fire gutted a section of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit LRMT near the old NEPA station by Echo Bridge around Akpobon area of Lagos Island. According to Ojelabi, the development disrupted operations on Saturday, and following the spark, the system isolated the section of investigators and engineers from the independent power plants powering the train to trace the source of the fire. Still in Lagos, State Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps says 2 persons lost their lives in a road accident along the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. The unit commander, Mr. Williams Manga, who confirmed this on Saturday, said the accident occurred at 7:10 a.m. near the Mami Market Barracks axis of the expressway, adding that one other person sustained some injuries and the cause of the accident was excessive speeding. He said the injured person had been taken to the General Hospital in Badagry for treatment, while the corpses of the deceased were deposited at the mortuary of the hospital. The unit commander urged motorists plying the Lagos-Badagry Expressway to reduce their speed on the one-lane expressway. He said Sensitization programs were organized for motorists plying the Agbara-Badagry Expressway on the need to reduce speed on the highway. We now move on to Borno State, where Speaker of the House of Assembly Abdul Karim Lawan has claimed that the life of Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima is at risk due to the 40 presidential aircraft he travels with. This is coming after Shettima cancelled his trip to the Commonwealth Summit in Samoa following an incident at an airport in New York, United States. The president confirmed that a foreign object hit his plane during the stopover at JFK Airport in New York, and saw parts of the aircraft, including the windscreen of the cockpit, were damaged in the incident. A statement issued in Maiduguri, the capital, Borno State, on Sunday, Lawan asked the Nigerian government to purchase a new jet for Shettima, adding that the life of the president and that of his crew officials stand at risk while using the old and faulty presidential aircraft. You're watching Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll take the rest of the stories.
From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN. From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN.
Welcome back to Government and Public Service Reports. Now to the rest of our stories. Kaduna State Police Command has arrested 3 suspects with illicit drugs. The command's public relations officer, ASP Mansir Hassan, who confirmed the incident on Sunday in Kaduna, said the suspects were found to be in possession of hard drugs, including 115 Exor 5 tablets, 22 sachets of diazepam tablets, as well as 3 sachets of tramadol tablets. Wraps of dry leaves suspected to be Indian hemp, and 1 sharp knife. According to him, after the completion of investigation, the 3 suspects will be charged to court for prosecution. The police PRO also called on the residents of the state to provide timely and useful information for prompt action. Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Abdul Karim Lawan, has claimed that the life of Nigeria's vice president is at risk to faulty aircraft. In a different story, in Yobe State, the Yobe State government, through the Ministry of Wealth Creation, Empowerment and Employment Generation, has signed a contract of the procurement of 100 motorcycles and 80 pickup tricycles for distribution across the state. The Commissioner of the Ministry, Honorable Aji Yerima Bularafa, has said while speaking during a signing of the contract agreement, expressed appreciation to the Governor Mai Mala Bumi for his unwavering commitment to the welfare of the people. Bularaba said the governor had since his inception been prioritizing empowerment and employment generation, describing it as key to post-insurgency recovery initiative after a decade-long insurgency that crippled means of livelihood of the people across the state. He said, quoting him, "It was through this vision, wisdom and passion for the improvement of the socio-economic status of the people that this ministry was established through his first tenure in the office. His Excellency Honorable Mai Malabumi has since then been supporting people through different empowerment initiatives, which has been yielding positive results." The Commissioner used the forum and called on the contractor to support the governor's empowerment, vision and progress by delivering the items as specified in the contractual agreements and within the agreed time frame. Still in Yobe, Secretary to the Government, Alhaji Bala Malam Maluwumi, has chaired the entry meetings of the Solutions for Internally Displaced Persons and Host Communities SOLID project in the state. The meeting, which took place in SSG's Conference Hall, Governor's Office, Damaturu, was attended by commissioners, special advisors, Argon chairmen, heads of ministries, agencies and departments, MDAs, civil society organizations, traditional rulers, representatives of the IDPs, CSOs, amongst other stakeholders. While delivering his welcoming address, described the meeting as a significant step in the collective quest to tackle the challenges faced by the IDPs and their host communities across the state. The SSG, who is also the chairman of the meeting, said, "We gather here as leaders and partners, each playing a crucial role in shaping the future of the people most affected by the protracted displacement. Our purpose today is not just to discuss the objectives of the SOLID project, but to ensure that we, as representatives of the government and communities, align our efforts in a coordinated, inclusive and sustainable manner." As you are all aware, Yobe State has been at the forefront of addressing the issues and impacts of displacement caused by conflicts and other crises in the state. The project will support sustainable community development through key components such as infrastructural development in critical sectors like roads, water, healthcare, agriculture, and education. Additionally, livelihood support initiatives including agriculture, entrepreneurship, and vocational skills, alongside human capital development in health, education, and youth empowerment, are central to the project, he concluded. Mr. Dauda further stressed the need for leadership through the state steering committee and the need for coordination and collaboration among relevant ministries. He stressed that departments, agencies, MDAs, as well as other stakeholder engagements should also be included. In the FCT, Police Command has confirmed that 5 persons have been rescued from the rubble of a collapsed building at Vidas Estate within the Sabon-Lugbe extension of Abuja. This comes after it was earlier reported that approximately 40 people were reportedly trapped under the rubble of the collapsed story building in Sabon-Lugbe, a suburban community in Abuja. A statement signed by the SP, Josephine Ade, the Police Public Relations Officer of the FCT Police Command on Sunday, said, "The police said no casualties had been recorded, while preliminary investigations revealed that the FCT authorities had previously demolished the building and it was located in an illegally acquired area." Ade, however, explained that scavengers were at the site of the demolished building to retrieve scrap metal, which then led to the compromise of the structure and its resulting secondary collapse. She further urged residents to respect the boundaries of demolished structures to avoid any similar occurrences in the future. Meanwhile, the FCT Director of Development and Control, Mukhtar Galadima, also issued a statement on Sunday stating that the news of the collapsed building was just propaganda. We'll now move on to a different story where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated President Long Kong of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam on his historic election to the esteemed leadership position of the parliament. Kong, who is 67 years old, has served in the Vietnamese army for over 40 years and has been a Politburo member since 2021. Tinubu, who spoke through his media aide Bayo Onanuga, said he welcomes President Kong's post-election promise to promote Vietnam as a friend.
The loss of biodiversity weakens our ecosystem resilience, making it more susceptible to environmental disturbances. The destruction of ecological balance can lead to decline of other species, impacting food security and potentially triggering unforeseen consequences for human health. Interestingly, while taking actions to protect our environment, we open up great opportunities for turning our wildlife and environment into economic use. Ecotourism, which relies on healthy ecosystem and vibrant wildlife populations, can be a powerful driver of our economic growth. Our investment in this sector will in turn create jobs, general revenue, and promote sustainable development that will benefit local communities and the country at large. This will help diversify our national economy and ease the pressure on the oil sector. The loss of
Honorable Abbas said the country aims to achieve this through the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of the Wild Fauna and Flora, the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, and the Convention on Biological Diversity. The speaker was represented by the Deputy Minority Leader, Honorable Ali Issa, said the hearing underscores the collective commitment to safeguarding the rich biodiversity that Nigeria is blessed with, and to ensure the future of our precious flora and fauna.
Stark reality is that we are witnessing an alarming decline in biodiversity, driven by habitat destruction, deforestation, illegal wildlife trade, poaching, and climate change. Our natural resources, once abundant, are now vulnerable to over-exploitation. Citrus appendix, as well as endangered and migratory species identified under CMS.
He further asked that the bill be stepped down to allow for a comprehensive evidence-based assessment of the nation's wildlife population and conservation status to be conducted by the ministry.
While this public hearing presents an invaluable opportunity to properly situate the bill within our context, with our national context.
Month when Yusuf Abiola, PASAN member held a press briefing in Abuja, alleging that PASAN's National Assembly chapter executives had mismanaged union funds totaling up to 3 billion naira. Concerned union members demanded an audited financial report from 2019 to present. He also pledged to seek redress by the petitioning of relevant authorities if the issue remains unresolved.